welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been quite some time. I wanted to share it with you. I know there is a lot of people out there who go through infertility issues, and I thought it would be important to share my story, how I got to where I am today, and the incredible team that helped me. So if you are interested in seeing my journey, continue watching. This is going to be a jam-packed video, so if you want to grab some wine, I'm grabbing some water, and a snack. We have a lot to go into. I basically bought this journal to write all of my feelings and everything that I was going through for the past 2 years, trying to conceive a child. Me and James have been trying to have children for a while, and it wasn't easy, but we're here now, and if you don't know already, we're gonna be parents. And I'm gonna try not to cry through this video, but it's been an incredible journey, and I can't thank nobody but God for allowing me and deeming me worthy of being a mom. So yeah, enough about that wishy-washy stuff. Let's get into the video. I have some notes here because there's a lot to go over with you. I do have some videos and picture footage that I will be showing throughout this sit down talk with me. The first thing I'm gonna say is we started this journey in March of 2023. That's when the actual treatments started, but we did a lot of research and way before then, so that's why I say it's about 2.5 years. We initially reached out to our fertility clinic in the area, and we found an amazing team. They sat down with me and James and they had a discussion with us. I knew coming into the relationship that I did have fertility issues that we were gonna have to face later down the line when we decided to have children. So James got tested. He was fine. I got tested, and I have hormonal issues, so I don't produce any type of hormones. They also did a saline sonogram, I'll show up here, and a HSG test. So basically what a saline sonogram is to check your uterus to see if you have any fibroids, any type of like problems in your uterus. For the HSG test, they actually pump fluid through your fallopian tubes to see if it's open or it's closed, and I had a open fallopian tubes. Both sides were clear. So those two came back great. They also did an AMH test, which tests to see how many eggs you have in reserve. You're born with a certain amount of egg quality eggs when you're a baby, and as you hit like 25, they start to like die off. So I was pretty much in good health with the egg quality, egg amount. My organs were working, so we decided to move forward. So we started our first IUI in, I'm gonna say, about May 2023, and I had to be on a medicated cycle. I took Menopur injections, and what Menopur is basically a stim that helps to stimulate your eggs to grow. Like I said, I have a hormone issue, so they grew my eggs. They grew one egg, and after that we had the procedure where they took the sperm and they put it inside, and then you wait to see if you're pregnant after 2 weeks. So the first one didn't work. We did wait and then go back to do a second one. It didn't work again. So we was gonna try for a third time, and this was a relatively hard time because the third time that we tried, I was growing not just one egg, but like multiple eggs. So they had to cancel the cycle. They didn't want me having the procedure done and having like 6 kids, quadruplets, you know. So I was very upset because, you know, you go through these shots every single night for months on end, and you're waiting for that date to have the procedure, and then they say, no, sorry, you know, we're not going to do it. Your work was for nothing. So at that point, I honestly, I was giving up at that point. It was, you know, we went through a lot as a couple. Going through this is a lot. It puts a lot on your relationship, and I'm glad that, you know, me and James have a very solid foundation where, you know, we were strong enough to, you know, support each other through it. After it was canceled, I got a call from the fertility doctor, the fertility endocrinologist, and she said, Jasmine, I'm going to put you in your candidate for IVF. I've heard about IVF, and to be honest, I was super overwhelmed hearing about it, and it kind of scared me for numerous amounts of reasons. So she's like, Jasmine, like, you're already doing the hard part, which is the injections. Like, it's pretty much the same thing. The only thing that's added on is the egg retrieval. So because it was long after we did the IUI, I had to take those tests again, like the HSG, the saline sonogram over again, and start from that all over again. So I actually, we got approved to do IVF, and they sent a huge shipment. You probably can see it over here, but it was a lot of injections. I had to give myself 3 injections every day, along with 6 different pills. So we did that. I actually decorated the syringe container, the sharps container, to just give me some sort of spirit, because I was like mentally and spiritually broken at that point, and I was just holding on to whatever bit of faith I had left. So like I said, we did that. I was on these stims injections for like 3 weeks. And it wasn't just one injection. Like I said, it was multiple injections a day, and we did that. And then it was time for the egg retrieval. The egg retrieval was the hardest thing I've ever been through. They actually go in and they take all the eggs out of you. It's a surgery procedure. You have to be put to sleep. And I was super scared. You could probably see it on my face here. I was so nervous, so scared to just go through it. I was never put to sleep before. So recovery took a while because I had so many eggs. Each time they went in to take an egg out, they actually puncture your uterus. So when I found out how many eggs I had when I woke up from the surgery, so I couldn't walk. I had a lot of air, and it just was painful to go through. So I stayed home and recovered for a while doing that. So as far as my numbers, we actually, you can see it here, we ended up growing 38 eggs. And that seemed like a huge number at the time. I was like, wasn't expecting that. I was suspecting like less than that. And so from 38, out of 38 of them, 21 were mature. So they try to get it to a certain size, and if it's a certain size, it's mature. If it's smaller, they're not mature, they can't use them. So 21 were mature, and then they put the sperm into the egg and let it fertilize. So out of 21, 13 were able to fertilize. And then I had to wait 5 days later to hear how many survived the freezing process, because they freeze it at day 5. And out of the 13, 8 decided to stay alive. It's a lot going through that process, getting a call every day about how many survived, and I felt super sad because you're losing more than half of the embryos that you create, or half of the eggs that you create. So it just was a very touching moment at the time, but I got through it. I had to wait for my hormones to go back to normal, and then I started taking the transfer medications, which is, it's a doozy. I had to take progesterone injections, which is an oil form, and it's a really thick medication, and it only goes into the muscle. James learned how to give them to me. I had to have them in my butt every single day. I also had suppositories and some estrogen pills that I took. So it, yeah, so I did that for a good amount of weeks. And we just recently, a couple of weeks ago, stopped. We found out that I was pregnant, actually on the, I'm gonna say the 6th day past transfer. And the only reason why I decided to test, because throughout the IUIs I was test crazy. I tested every day, and it made me into a maniac. So this time around, I'm like, nah, I'm going to like not test for a while. I might not test at all. So I made it to like the 6th day, and at that point I was already feeling symptoms. I felt like I had to get my period. Like I was having really bad cramps, and I had like this metallic metal, like pennies taste in your mouth. And I got a test, and I saw like a faint shadow. And I told James, I'm like, listen, I gotta get the one that says pregnant or not pregnant. Like, let's go get it. We got it, and it said pregnant. And I literally dropped to my knees because it just is like, when you find out, I don't know, something in your spirit.
Measuring 6 weeks, 6 days. You are 6 weeks, 6 days. Fabulous. I'm ready to listen to the heartbeat. So let me know after you've pushed record. You can only listen for 1 second.
Gotcha.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Sorry. This is keep crying every visit.
It's okay. 128 beats per minute. Beautiful. Right?
That like you're thanking God for the opportunity to bring another life into yours. So yeah, so we waited and waited and waited, and I was losing my mind because I wanted to tell everybody. And James was like, no, let's wait till we get into your 2nd trimester to tell people. So I told my parents, and I told his mom. I have footage of telling his mom. I'll show you right here.
Oh, this. Take the whole string out, Mom. Happy birthday.
I'm gonna be a grandmother?
Yes.
Hey! Wait a minute. He got a black power. Oh, he's my grandbaby. You see the fence? Look. Everything in there, though. You can stop asking now.
She lost it. It was the funniest reaction ever. So we got her like a little box that said, you can finally stop asking. So yeah, we told our family, and I mean, there has been an immense amount of support and love. And it's super overwhelming. So that's my story. Oh, before I forget, let me show you my bump. Okay, so I don't know if you could see it, but yes, that's the bump right here. That's what we're moving with. Yes, that's how me and James got through this whole infertility journey. I hope it was inspirational to you. Like I said, the only way I was able to get through it was my faith in God. And there were times where it was wavering tremendously, but I think at the final moment where I was gonna be like, I don't think I can do this, he decided that I was worthy. So I just want to say again, thank to God, because he's the man. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't make you cry, because I'm gonna go cry now. I love you guys, and you're gonna see a lot more videos now that I'm out and about and I don't have to hide anymore. You're gonna get a lot of content. I have a lot stored away because I was in hiding. So I love you guys, and I will talk to you next time. Mwah.